Hi everyone, my name is Nicola. I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, it's wonderful to have you, and if you are returning, thank you for coming and spending a little bit more time with me today. So today is my weekly Flosstube update, and I have 6 projects to show today because we have had a new start, with it being the 1st of May on Thursday just gone. And if you've been following me for a few weeks now, you'll know that I'm hosting a stitch along in my Facebook group and on here as well. So how have I done? I had a week off work this last week, and although I did get some nice walking in, I did a bit of gardening, we did some shopping, you know, a few bits and pieces got sorted out, some admin stuff. I actually managed to get, I think it's probably a record week, 12,100 stitches in across those 6 projects. So I'm really super happy with that. But as I said, you know, it was an exceptional week, and I know that lots of people say, well, you know, I don't get that many stitches in a month. There's, you know, at the end of the day, I'm very lucky with my stitchy time. I do get a lot of stitching time. I'm an early riser, I am later to bed, and I stitch literally every moment. I'm a two-handed stitcher as well, which speeds things up. So there's 100 reasons why, you know, I can sort of go hell for leather and get in this amount of stitches. So what have I been working on this week? As I said, I've worked on 6 projects, so without further ado, let's crack on and show you them. Have you got the oven on?
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Language. English.
Hannah's showing her language skills again. She's forgotten to put the extractor on. Right, okay.
You don't blame her for that because you're filming.
Yeah, but she needs to have the extractor on. So the first one I worked on is this piece.
I always forget that.
This is Magpie. The artwork is by Lorna Laine, and it's charted, this one, and kitted by Geckorouge. Interesting fact about this piece, there is not a single black stitch in it. They are dark blues and browns and burgundies and all sorts of other colours, but no black. So Magpie has been out for some rotation stitches. It's had 1,000, and it's gone from 1.83 to 3.24%. It's stitched 1/1 full cross on some 25 count easy count, and there's a lot of pale stitches that have been stitched in here which you may not see on the let me just move it closer, you may not see so well, but yeah, 1,000 stitches. Progress is progress. 3.24% now, so very happy. So that is Magpie. Next one I've worked on is one of my channel favourites, one of the whips that I brought through from last year. Don't laugh at me, it's not nice.
I'm not laughing at you.
One of the whips I brought through from last year. This is a stitching shelf. Its artwork is by Amy Stewart, and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's the regular size max colour that I'm doing. This has also had 1,000 stitches, and it's gone from 26.33 to 26.6%. Stitched 1/1 full cross on some 25 count. Remind myself where I've worked. So I've worked from around the bottom of these bobbins, and I think these are hoops that are actually sat on the shelf, these rings, and along here sort of filling in the next 10 deep row. So just move it a little closer. But yeah, really nice detail on this, so just go steady from left to right. So there you can see as we go on these scenes. Sorry, it's a bit wibbly wobbly. It's on a very big, very long frame, and there we go. So that is my stitching shelf. 1,000 stitches of progress on that, so happy days. The next one that comes up in my rotation is actually another Amy Stewart, so we have 2 back to back. This is Cosmic Marbles. This one is regular size, regular colours. So I didn't go for the max colour option in this one. It was gifted to me by my friend Petra. And what have we done on this one? So again, we had a top left start for this one. 1/1 full cross, again on some 25 count. This is a non-gridded fabric this time though, just some 25 count even weave. Although I have added on grid lines myself, and 1,000 stitches complete. So I think we're about, yeah, we are three full rows. So 30 stitches down by 1,000 across complete. So what we're doing is typewriter method, start at the leftmost stitch within that block, work that through and try and use up the whole of the thread. 1,000 stitches in, 0.69 to 0.97%, so that one will reach a milestone the next time I stitch on it. Okay, cool. Right, next one is was out on my Sunday stitch, and now as I have no new Wednesday new starts, my Sunday stitch now carries through into the live stream. So whatever I'm working on a Sunday going forward, that's what you will see on the Sunday evening live stream. So it was this one this week, which is my Lord of the Rings stained glass. I got this from Etsy. A few people are stitching stained glasses. There's a Zelda one, Ocarina of Time, that Gemma's stitching. And I know at least one or two other people who've got this one. So it was out for a bit extra time, not as much as I wanted. Me and Hannah went for a long walk on Sunday. That was Hannah just waving over the phone. Yeah, we went for a long walk, so I didn't get quite as much as I wanted on it, but I still managed to get 1,500 stitches in. 15.11 to 15.53%, and this is stitched 1/1 full cross, no, 2/1 full cross on 18 count. So I worked in this large section of black here. So that was my work, and that is in between the second and third archway in the bottom half of the piece. This is far too big to show you what it looks like out of the frame. It's massive. It's literally single bed quilt size. But at my mid-year whip parade, we'll get it out and I'll do a big picture of it. So 15.11 to 15.53%, 1,500 stitches, happy with that. So the next one that I've worked on is my new start. And, oh wait a minute, because I've gone off the page. We were talking about this on my live stream last night. And I've gone off the Etsy page. Bear with me a second. Okay. So if you have joined my Sal, you'll know what this piece is. This is Symphony, and it's by Michaela Lerner, and it's available on Etsy. And there is a link in the description box below directly to this pattern. There are two sister pieces to it, one called Melody and one called Dance, which are also equally beautiful. I'll just zoom in on those. So this one here is Melody, and this one here is Dance.
I like that.
You like them, dear? Hannah likes them. But Symphony was the one that I showed as the stitch along. It's not Pattern Keeper compatible, so I can't get a percentage. However, I can get an approximate percentage from Stitch Pal. Now, up until the 4th of May, Sunday the 4th, which is when I do the cut off for my stitching on Sundays, I've done 400 stitches. I did another 100 today, so which starts next week. But I'm counting 400 stitches on this, and we're at 2%. And I'm stitching it 2/1 on some 18 count Ada. So 100 stitches a day as part of the SAL in May. and it by the end of the month there'll be 3,100 stitches of progress, and it's going to be about a sixth of the way done. Interestingly, I put it into Stitch Pal, and if I work on it 100 stitches a day from here until it's finished, 100 stitches a day, it will be done on the 12th of November. But it may get done sooner than that. I know that one or two of the people who are stitching this, if you're a member of my group, if not, the link is in the description below. Answer the joining questions, and then if you go to the events tab, you'll see the works in progress of people who have been stitching Symphony, and they talk about and say it's very difficult to stitch to 100 stitches because it's such a nice piece. So I'm quite happy with that. So you look like you want to say something, are you okay?
No,
oh, right, okay. The last piece that I have worked on this week, which has had the most of stitches, is this one. It's my night cafe. Now I'm doing every spare stitch I can on this because I want to get the finish time down. It's a super size max colour piece. The artwork is Leonid Afremov, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. When I started using this one as a focus for extra stitches, because it's going to take a long time to finish, the finish date was something like 2060. I've now brought the finish date down, so if I carry on stitching at I think about 130 140 stitches a day or something daft like that, no more than that, about 180 stitches a day, it will be finished on the 15th of November 2042. So only another 17 years.
Only?
So there we go.
That's small fry for you.
Yeah, but this week we have had a milestone. I've moved the hoop, so at just over 12 minutes, Andy, I'm going to pass Andy a picture to insert here. So I got it out of the hoop, I laid it out, took a photograph, park threads and all. So that is what 80,000 stitches and 8% looks like. It is now, I've had 7,200 stitches overall this week, and it's gone from 7.52 to 8.24%. Now bearing in mind 1% on this piece is approximately 10,000 stitches. The total size of it is 991,008 stitches. So I've started another column of 100 stitches wide. It'll end here, and this will be the middle of the top, middle of the width. So the photo will show you where I was, but this is where it stands now, and it's stitched 2 over 1 tent stitch on some 25 count easy guide, magic guide. I have to think there. So yeah, 7,200 stitches on that. I'm super happy. It's only got May on the focus for extra stitches, because in June my plan is to revert back to having a focus for a finish. Having said that, I did decide, and me and Andy talked about it as well, because I do want Night Cafe to continue getting progress. Spare stitches on a Saturday, so it's going to be spare stitch Saturday dedicated to Night Cafe.
Is that a new thing?
Yeah. I don't want to sort of get burnout now, which is why I'm stopping it at the end of May, because it's been going on, you know, I've had it for focus for extra stitches for a long time. I know I had She Sleeps as the extra stitch focus for a while, but She Sleeps is a lot smaller, and you know, the finish came a lot quicker with She Sleeps, if that makes sense. So a couple of more things just to discuss. So where do we stand on the aim for the year? So my aim was to get 500,000 stitches logged this year, full coverage, model stitches, paper charts, every which way. So by the end of April, to stay on track for 500,000, I needed to achieve 164,220 stitches. As it stood at the end of April, I was at 168,515. And as it stands for the end of May, I need to get to 206,659 stitches. I'm at 175,000 now. So it's looking quite good, staying on track. To get to 500,000, if I carry on the rate that I'm going, it will be there by the 18th of December. So it gives me some days of leeway. There will be days where I don't feel like stitching. There will be days where I don't have time to stitch. Mondays are our busiest day here at home. Plus I also have other things I need to do in the summer, like extra time out in the garden and so on and so forth. I'm also carrying a bit of an injury. I think it's probably from gardening, but my thumb joint here is really sore. So I'm just having a look for some compression gloves. I've got a tuber grip, which I'm going to put on, but I'm going to look for some compression gloves as well. Not compression gloves, support gloves. So it keeps my my joints moving. I don't want to end up, having an issue.
I do apologise, by the way, people, if you can hear screaming.
Yes, if you can hear screaming, it's the children next door. And it's not my girls, they're not screaming. Not yet.
Not yet. That's late.
Oh, there's Hannah, that's as close as you're going to get on camera. Her butt. Okay, so just what's coming up on the channel this week. There will be a stitch with me on Thursday, and it will be, I think it's ASMR. I could be wrong. But the piece is Tower Bridge, the Sophie Kilpatrick Geckorouge kit. It's going to be a Gecko week this week. We've got Bizarre Bookshelf. I'm just looking at my list. Bizarre Bookshelf, that's going to be out for some rotation stitches. Coastal gets a run out as well. And B comes back out to play for my Sunday stitch. So Tower Bridge, Bizarre Bookshelf, Coastal and B. I will carry on as well, putting in 100 stitches a day on Symphony. I've also got a model stitch on the way as well. I'm back at work this week. It's Monday as I film this. It's a bank holiday, so it's a shorter week. But yeah, so that's what's coming up. There'll be a live stream on Wednesday with Night Cafe, and as I said, Sunday it'll be B. And for my chatty stitch with me, it will be Bizarre Bookshelf. So Bizarre Bookshelf comes back for a chatty stitch with me. It was one of the first ones that I did back in January.
Can confirm it is an ASMR, by the way.
Oh, thank you. ASMR on Thursday. Cool. Right. So what else? Weight loss, not even going to talk about it, but I have put a lot of stuff in place this week. I have literally gone back to basics and back to plan day one, and it's already having a good impact. We had the day at the coast today. And if you've seen my picture on Facebook, we kind of, we went into the arcade, and I am, got plenty of ducks duck.
Yeah.
Plenty of ducks.
Every machine going had these plastic ducks in them.
I like the little 2p machines where the coin pushers. And I think I won 7 altogether.
We've got a family of ducks.
We've got a family of ducks. I've got a Triceratops, I've got a bunny duck. I've got a couple of princess ducks. Well, Hannah's got a princess duck.
What do you show them?
This is Lauren's. It's a butterfly duck.
I traded the princess one for the butterfly one because I liked it better.
Actually, go and pass my bag that I took today. I'll get the ducks out. We'll have a duck parade.
Well, yes, you guys are used to having a whip parade. You may as well have a duck parade.
Give me a bag.
A bit of duck duck.
Yeah, so Hannah got a princess duck. Lauren got a butterfly duck.
Yeah.
What else did Lauren get?
I got this, which I got a tenner for because Andy said I wouldn't be able to get it out of the machine. And he said he'd give me a tenner if I
Lauren
did.
had a bet.
Yes, I made the rather stupid assumption that Lauren would not get that out of the machine.
And I made
Because
it my mission to.
It was a long way back in the machine. I thought, you've not got enough money to do it. But I maintain, hang on a second, I maintain that you had some help.
Can you just take this away from my Flosstube now? Thank you so much.
Hey, people like hear
Right.
about this.
I actually won 8 ducks. So Lauren's fairy, Hannah has got princess, and then we've got Triceratops. We have another princess duck. Hannah's got a purple version of this one, fairy. We have
Rocket duck.
Rocket duck. We have bunny duck, a bobble tail and all. He's so cute. I love him. We have a Murdoch, shell bra and all, and string of pearls. And we have what I call the Art Attack duck. So if you watched kids TV in the 90s,
I love that.
Art Attack. Lots of splats. Andy has also come away with a squidgy soft Pikachu. Are you ready, love? Catch.
Yeah, because I want this next to my laptop.
Stress ball.
It's like a stress ball for me now.
And then Hannah. Oh, whose is this bat and ball, by the way?
Oh, that's mine as well, but I don't actually want it.
Me and Andy have identical ones.
Right, that'll be Hannah's bat and ball. And then Hannah bought me this. Knowing my love of seahorses, we have a unicorn seahorse. Isn't it cute?
No, tell them why I bought it, yeah, properly.
Well, why don't you tell people why you bought it me properly?
I bought it, yeah, because you were complaining at me that I'd give Lauren one of my toys, but I'd not give you none.
Yeah.
But one day I didn't want to give. So instead, because Andy mentioned at gift shop that you saw that earlier and liked it, I got you that instead.
Right, so if in case you didn't get that, I had a grumble at Hannah because she'd given Lauren one of the toys that she bought, and I'm like, where's mine? And then Andy pointed out to Lauren, as me and Andy had passed the gift shop earlier, that I'd seen these and I thought they were quite cute.
The toy in question.
No, it wasn't that. If that wasn't the toy in question at all.
It will have been
No,
because that's
why
the
I
only
give
thing.
Lauren. That's what Lauren.
Oh, that's what you gave Lauren. Right. Okay. But anyway, so I have a little a unicorn seahorse. It's so cute. So yeah. So that was the shape of our day today. Just a nice day of family time, bit of downtime. We've got another bank holiday at the end of the month, and we'll probably end up going to the seaside for that one too.
We are.
Yeah, we're going to
Monetised.
We're going to Bridlington. We're going to Bridlington, aren't we?
Lauren has got all kinds of key rings and, you know,
I bought the
stuff.
mini one.
So there we go. Anyway, so that's everything. If you stuck around this long, thank you very much indeed. First Flosstube of the month, and just again to remind you, my channel is a Monetised channel, and at the moment I have a serious financial commitment coming up. It's to do with my ex-husband and my property. I'm not going to go into too much depth, but I've been instructed to a solicitor. So bearing in mind my channel is monetised, if you do get an advert, do try not to skip it if you can help it. Obviously I do get that people don't want to watch the adverts, and that's fine, but let them run for at least, you know, I think it's about 10 seconds or something, and you still get the revenue or something for Google would confirm. What else was I going to say?
Can I say something?
Depends on what it is.
That screaming is
Oh, that
annoying me.
kid's still going off next door. Yeah, so the other thing is, you know, if you have your computer on and you're not actually doing anything, stick one of my playlists on and go and do the washing up. All views and revenue is helping me enormously at the moment, so I do thank you for that. A few things just to talk about in the description box below. So you will find links to my Facebook group, my Stitch Picks Charting Facebook group. There is also a link for the Stitch Along pattern. It's not too late to join or be enabled and buy. Let's have a look. All the socials of mine is down there too, as is my Buy Me a Coffee link, and all of the information for all of the patterns that I'm doing is in the box below.
What's be enabled and buy?
What, you don't know about being enabled and buying a cross stitch pattern?
No, I thought it was website.
No.
It's just the way you said it. It came across like a website.
Just think
okay.
of Patsy and PayPal.
Yeah, so for those of you who join my live streams, I have a lady called Patsy, and she's always enabled and always buys something. We call her PayPal Patsy. She's a lovely lady. She's my moderator as well.
I came up with the nickname.
And Lauren came up with the nickname. Yes, thank you, Lauren. And Patsy is always enabled and always having a buy.
Always.
So if we can enable anybody else by anything that's in that description box below, go ahead. And you know, if you do get packages come in the mail and the significant other hasn't got a clue about them and goes, you can just say it was Nicola's fault. I don't care.
Tell them it was a gift. They'll never know.
Yeah, tell them it was a gift. They'll never know.
Hashtag Nicola made me do it.
Yeah, hashtag Nicola made you do it.
That's
Indeed.
not come out for a
I'm
while.
going because this is turning into chaos now. Everybody's talking away at me and I need to go.
We're having fun.
So thank you guys very much indeed for watching. Thank you for your likes, your shares and your comments. Do keep those coming in, by the way, because I do go through them on a Wednesday morning.
Ow.
Oh my goodness, I'm going. I'll speak to you all later. Thanks for watching. Take care. Happy stitching. Bye bye for now.